So we'll start today in child's pose, and we are going to be kind of like moving today. At any time you need to come back to your breath, you can stand in stillness, you could stay in down dog, or you could come back to this child's pose. I think this fan's come on now too.
It has.
So, isn't that funny? All right, so let's take just a couple more breaths in your child's pose here and begin to make it just a little bit more active, reaching your fingers forward, maybe even tenting up on spider fingers, but also using your hands to push your hips back towards your heels. Pull the navel in towards your spine, pelvic floor up and in. So you get that core engagement happening. On your next inhale, come into tabletop. You might have to slide your hands a bit back and then open right up. As you look up and inhale, exhale, and round the spine into that angry cat. Once again, inhale into your cow. Exhale, angry cat. Keep the belly up and in. Push right back down into your child's pose. Go ahead and let your hands slide out again. Just stay there for a moment. Inhale as you come back up right into that cow posture. Exhale and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Keep the rounding belly pulled in. Push back into your child's pose. Next inhale, come forward into your cow. Exhale, cat. One more round. Keep the rounding in the spine. Push back into your child's pose. Come forward on the inhale. Open the spine. Exhale, round. One more breath. Ending with that round, push back into your child's pose. You know the rhythm. Let's take that 2, maybe 3 more times. Coming forward with your own breath. Taking 2 rounds of your cat-cow. And after this next round, wherever you're at, stay in tabletop after you finish your couple of rounds of cat-cow. Come to a neutral spine, pull the belly up and in, reach the right arm out and the left leg. On an exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Lengthen back out, listen up. Place only the right hand down and turn into your side plank on your knee. That back leg can be raised or on the ground. Come back to your tabletop. Pull the belly in. Left arm out, right leg out. On an exhale, squeeze those 2 limbs together. Inhale, lengthen back out. Side plank on the left. Left hand coming down, right arm coming up. Back to tabletop. Right arm, left leg. Crunch it together. Reach it out. Side plank on the right. We're always going to stay in that side plank on the knee. Back to tabletop. Left arm, right leg. Crunch it together. Lengthen it out. Side plank left. Open up. You might leave the right arm up as you bring the left knee down into your tabletop. Reach the left leg. Crunch it together. Reach out. Side plank. Open up. Right. Leave the left arm up, bring the left knee down, raise the right leg, crunch it together. Reach it out. Side plank on the left. Right arm can stay lifted. Reach it forward as you come into tabletop. Bring the left leg up, crunch it together. Reach it out. Side plank on the right. Crunch your side plank, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Yep, that's it. Lengthen out, keep the left arm raised as you come into your tabletop. Right leg comes up, crunch together. reach it out. Side plank left, one crunch. Reach it out. Keep the right arm up. You know where we're headed here. We're gonna repeat this. Left leg comes up, crunch, reach, side plank, crunch, reach, tabletop, reach it out, crunch, reach, side plank left, crunch. One more on your own breath. Nice, slow, deliberate movements each side. Then my last side plank with a crunch. And then back to tabletop, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Let's walk our hands back towards our feet right away. Get off of our wrists. Hang in this first forward fold. Allow your knees to bend as much as you like. Maybe shake your head back and forth. Take about 2 more breaths here. Pull the belly in. Drop the hips, round it up. Come all the way up to standing. When you get to the standing, reach the arms up overhead. Yeah, it's like a sauna, isn't it? Side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Side bend to the left. Continue. Inhale to center, and then take your side bend. One little breath, one movement. Really think about reaching as far as you can, lengthening your breath to give you time, and then think about that side crunch as you come up. One more time to the right with me. One more time to the left. Back to center. Hands to heart center. Press the palms together. Pull the shoulder blades together. Belly up and in. Take one deep inhale. And sigh it out. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Fold forward. Take a half lift here. And then walk out into your downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out this first down dog, kind of see where you have a little bit of your tightness. And then as you're ready, come to stillness. Reach the right leg up into 3-legged dog. As you exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. We're coming back to this over and over and over today. So as you step forward, you might be able to step forward a little further, but since we're going to be repeating in and out of this, you might not change where that stance is. You might keep it a bit short, no problem. Release the hands down to the ground. Step back to 3-legged down dog. Right leg is in the air. Downward facing dog, release the leg. Inhale the left leg up. Step to the top of the mat, high lunge. This first one, we're holding for a couple of breaths. Well, that feels good already. Get warm. Pull the belly in. And then release hands down to the ground. Step back into 3-point, reaching the leg to the sky, and then release to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, 3-legged. Step to the top of the mat. High lunge, reach the arms up. Release right back down. Step back to 3-legged, reach the right leg high. Release to downward facing dog. Left leg comes up, inhale. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, back down. 3-legged, reach the leg high. Downward facing dog. Right side, inhale up. Step forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, right back down. 3-legged, then down dog. Inhale, left leg. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Release down. 3-legged, down dog pause. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Forward fold. Maybe the knees need to bend a little, a lot, not at all. Let the hands hang heavy, or maybe even hold on to opposite elbows. Pull the belly in wherever you're at. Drop your hands down to the ground, drop your hips, round it up one vertebrae at a time. Come up standing, reach the arms up overhead. As you side bend to the right, you might add the leg behind you, opening up into that dancing side bend. Back to center. Side bend the other way. Keep going. Take a few rounds of this. We might not exactly be on one breath, one movement. You might need to pause somewhere in there. Maybe one more time each side. Thinking about your breath. And then back to standing, hands at heart center. Let's bring the toes together. If they're not there, heels slightly apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. I like to think of myself that way. Don't even look at myself on film with that. Inhale, half lift. And then walk your hands out to down dog. Your feet are together, so this might feel a little different, right? Ooh, open into that stretch. Breathe into it. And then take your feet wider, as wide as the mat, and allow yourself to really stretch your shoulders as you open up into this wider down dog. From this wide down dog, we're going to walk to the top of the mat, keeping our feet wide as the mat again until we can surround our hands and fold into a mini wide leg fold. Knees might be a bit bent, right? Inhale, let's come part way up. Place your hands on your hips, soften your knees as you need to. Come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up overhead. Sink into your chair on the left, so just step over, sink in. Reach up, step out, chair on the right. Reach up, step out, chair on the left. Reach up, step out. If your hands or arms get sore or tired, they can always come to heart center. Reaching back up or not between sides. One more time each direction. And then we'll end in that wide stance, open up a little bit of a tiny 5-point star, right? Hands back to heart center, heel toe the feet together. Take a nice inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up. Fold forward. Half lift. Step back to the top of your push-up, top of your push-up, top of your push-up. Stay there. Pull the belly up and in, puff that space out between the shoulder blades. This is easily a class you could take no vinyasa, and so you could bring your hips right to down dog, or if you would like to take a vinyasa, now is your time to lower as you exhale. Inhaling, open the chest, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. On your exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. This time we're going to open up into a twist as you exhale. Come back to center, reach up. Release hands down to the ground. Three-legged down dog. Keep that right leg in the air. Bend and stack. Open up to the side. On an exhale, foot to the outside of your right hand, as far forward as it can go. Plant into the left hand and twist open. Release your hand down to the ground. Step back three-legged. Reach that right leg to the sky. Down dog, drop the foot. Inhale the left leg up. Step forward. High lunge, inhale up. Exhale, open your twist to the left. Come back to center. Reach up, belly in. Hands down to the ground. Step back three-legged. Reach the leg high. Bend and stack. Open to the side. Stay there for a moment, opening up. Foot to the outside of the left hand, ground into the right hand, twist open. Plant the hand back to three-legged, reach that left leg high, and then plant it for down dog. Right away, inhale the right leg up. Step forward for lunge. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Release to the ground. Three-legged, then bend and stack. Step to the outside of the right hand. Twist open to the right. Hand comes down to the ground. Back to three-legged. I know it. Down dog. Left side right away. Inhale it up. Step forward. High lunge. Inhale. Open your twist. Exhale. Back to center. Release your hands to the ground. Step back to three-legged and then bend and stack. Step forward outside of the left hand. Open into your twist. Release the hand down. Three-legged. Release down dog. Ooh. Take a breath. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Let's find a grab peace fingers and big toes. So you place those fingers in between those toes and hold on. Bend the knees as much as you need to and then fold forward. Use the strength of your arms to help pull you into your stretcher. Release that bind. Drop the hips, round it up, come up to standing, reach the arms up overhead. Side bend to the right, adding a leg if you would like to. Pretend you're a dancer, yes. Come back and pretend to dance the other way. Yes, that's it. Open to the side. Just two more each side. So in your own time, finishing that as you need. Always drop my gaze, but it really could go up to that top hand as well. Ooh, that's like a whole nother balance for me. No wonder I always drop my gaze. We'll come back to center, feet together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Walk it out into your downward facing dog with those feet together. I don't know about you guys, I always find this to be a very interesting stretch with my feet all the way together. Walk your feet wide and then really allow your chest to sink forward. Opening up, belly pulled in. Shift your gaze, top of the mat. We're gonna walk or tiptoe, feet to the outside of the hands, and then fold into that small, wide leg fold. Let the knees soften as needed. Hands to the ground, come halfway up. Set those legs for stability, hands to your hips, and come all the way up. Reach the arms up overhead. Figure four. Chair to the left. So we're going to pick that leg up, cross, and we'll bring our hands to heart center when we do that. Find stability as we sink down. We're reaching up, stepping out, taking that figure four chair on the other side. All right, you know we're going to repeat this. You've got my number on this, right? Reach up, step out, sink down. Let's take your own time. But y'all are staying with me, so we'll stay together. We're going to do one more each side after this one. One more to the right. And then I'll simply step out when I'm finished. Open up into that five-point star. Hands to heart center. Let's heel toe the feet all the way together or a little bit apart as you like. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Let's keep hands at heart center and lean forward into warrior three. Left leg is going to lift first. Stay here in this warrior three for another breath, lengthening through the spine. And then we're going to land softly, softly back of the mat. High lunge, reach the arms up overhead. Hands back to heart center. Back to warrior three. If we need to step forward, no problem. We'll play around with that. Come up to standing, reach the arms up overhead. Hands to heart center, warrior three on the left. Pausing in this warrior three, get that balance. Then step back, inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, step it forward, warrior three. Come back to standing. One more time each side. Warrior three, right leg is grounded. Pause, just like, boom, I've caught my balance. Step back, Reach up. Step forward, warrior three. Back to standing. I'm first going to reach my arms up overhead and then sink into that warrior three on the left. Step back. Reach up into that high lunge. Warrior three. Back to standing top of the mat. Take a breath. On your inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Take a half lift. Palm the mat, step back to the top of your push-up. Take a vinyasa from there, or hold your plank, and then go to downward facing dog. Any variation in between, we'll meet in our down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step it forward for your lunge as you exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Open arm twist to the right. Back to center. Listen up, hands are coming to heart center. Warrior three. Bring that leg forward, figure four chair. Unwind to warrior three. Soft step back into your high lunge. When you're ready, reach the arms up. Plant the hands on the ground. Three-legged down dog. Sweep the right leg high. Bend and stack. Take your foot to the outside of the right hand. Twist open to the right. And then drop the back knee and come into your side plank like we did at the beginning. See if we can keep that right leg in the air. 3 crunches. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out. Right to down dog. Left leg comes high, 3-legged. Step to the top of the mat. High lunge. Open your twist to the left. Back to center, and then hands to heart center. Warrior three. Stabilize. Bring the leg forward. Figure four chair. If that chair is not working in figure four, you can go to regular chair. And then unwind back to warrior three. Catch it. Land at the back of the mat. Reach the arms up. Release hands to the ground. 3-legged down dog. Bend and stack. Step to the outside of the left hand. Right arm is going to stay down. Twist open. Drop the back knee. Side plank on your knee. On the right. 3 crunches for 3, 2, 1. Release out and then down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale to come up. Open your twist. Back to center. Warrior three. Figure four. Warrior three. High lunge. Hands to the mat. 3-legged. Bend and stack. Foot outside of the right hand. Twist open to the right. Left knee to the ground. Side plank, 3 crunches. Down dog, the other side, and then we'll take a break. You can do it. Left leg comes high. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, twist. Back to your lunge. Hands to heart center. Warrior three balance. Figure four balance. Warrior three, catch it. Step back. Reach the arms up. Place your hands on the mat. 3-legged before you bend and stack. Foot to the outside. Twist open. Drop the right knee. Side plank on the knee. 3 crunches. 2, 1. Child's pose. Right, you can choose to leave your arms out in front of you. Maybe you would like to curl your arms behind you and hold on to your heels. Melissa's gone into prayer mode. Find your breath, find your breath. your arms are not out in front of you, reach out in front of you in your child's pose. As you inhale, come to tabletop. Take one round of cat-cow. Neutralize your spine, reach the right arm, left leg. Crunch it together, really pull the belly up and in. Reach out, right hand down, side plank on the right. 5 pulses with that back leg to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into tabletop, push back to child's pose. Come forward to tabletop, one round of your cat-cow. Neutral spine, left arm, right leg. Crunch it in. Reach it out. Left arm comes down, side plank on the left. 5 pulses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and push back to child's pose. On your next inhale, come forward, one round of cat-cow. Neutralize the spine, right arm, left leg, reach. 3 crunches into the knee. 3, reach out. 2, reach out. 1, reach out again, and then come into your side plank on the right. Crunching this time for 3, knee to elbow. 2, 1. Let's take that right over to the other side. Tabletop. Left arm, right leg. Oh, I almost got confused. 3 crunches in. 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Here we are, side plank on the left for our 3 crunches. 2, 1. Child's pose. Take 3 nice deep breaths in your child's pose. Make your way to downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Let's play around with Halasana. That's that posture where you slide your hands underneath your feet, palms up. Maybe your toes come to your wrist crease, maybe not. And then allow yourself to fold forward again. Soften the knees as needed, but pull the belly up and in. Release your binds, hands down to the ground, drop the knees, roll it up one vertebra at a time. That dancer side stretch to the right. Listen up. When we come back to center, we're going to take dancer pose. We'll reach the right arm up, find balance on the right leg, and hold on to the left foot, inside the foot if possible. Kick into the hand, and then maybe you begin to fold forward or reach forward. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Come upright with the grace and control. You're going to come out of that, hands to heart center. Sweep the arms up and take that dancer-like side bend to the left. Coming right out of that into our dancer posture. So windmilling the arms around carefully, finding the right foot, kick into the right hand, and then fold into that as you like. 2 more breaths. Release back to standing. That's right. We might slingshot out a time or 2, that's okay. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. We'll keep the feet together for this down dog we're headed into. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. On your exhale, fold forward. Take a half lift. Walk your hands out, find your downward facing dog, feet together. Bring your legs wide, come into that wider down dog. If you would like to play with jumping your feet forward, feel free to do that. You might get a time or 2 in while the rest of us tiptoe or step our feet forward to the outside of our hands. And then if you've ended in an Alasana, you'll just come up so that you can come into your wide leg fold. Take your time, jumpers. Play around. Jen, that is getting quite good, isn't it? It is.
Look, I don't know.
It is. All right, staying forward. We'll lengthen part way up, grab the waist, come all the way up to standing, and bring hands to heart center. Either step to chair to the left or figure four chair. First, sweep the arms up overhead. I know. And then step over, finding either figure four or regular chair. If you're in that figure four, twist as if you're gonna place your elbow, but you're not staying long enough to really catch it. It's just the work. Come back upright, reach up. And then take that to the other side. Any variation of chair that you like, or maybe you're with me and you're gonna add a twist and then come back. So you don't even really get a chance to hook it in there and stay. It's all active core work as you come into that twist. Unwinding and taking it to the other side. We're gonna take one more each direction, but pause longer in our chair so that anybody who is twisting and wants to get a true hook onto that elbow can take a moment to get into that a little bit more fully. Take an extra breath, pull the belly in, and then we'll unwind to take that on the other side. So we'll be adding that into our flow next round. We'll come out, open up into that 5-point, let your toes turn out if you like, maybe wiggle the hips. Or then heel toe the feet back together as you come back to standing top of the mat. Here we go, flowing again. Reach those arms up overhead and fold forward. Take a half lift, pull the shoulder blades together, palm the mat, step back for your vinyasa or step back to your plank, holding your plank, or maybe taking a real slow lower down to the ground. We'll all end up meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Step forward as you exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Open your twist, exhale. Center. Warrior 3. Figure 4. You might stay in your figure 4 or twist a little bit or a lot towards the right. You gotta unwind back to your figure 4 and then warrior 3, catch them all. Step back, high lunge. Reach the arms up. Release your hands to the ground. Three-legged, bend and stack. Stay there, flip dog or wild thing this round. Some of you might flip, some of you might stay. Everybody breathe. My flippers come out in your own time with control. And then we'll all take our foot to the outside of the right hand, leave the left hand down and twist open. Release that back knee, side plank on the left. Any variation you might like here, maybe you're gonna reach up or pulse or even find your back foot, open up. We're headed right back to downward facing dog. If you just need more movement and take a vinyasa, that's fine. I'm headed right to down dog. Left leg comes high, three-legged, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Open your twist. Center. Warrior 3. Figure 4. Option a twist. Back to figure 4, unwind, reach back, warrior 3. Step back, high lunge. Release your hands. 3-point down dog. Bend and stack. Stay there or take a flip dog or wild thing on this side. I love watching what everybody's doing. Come out with grace and control. Step to the outside of the left hand. Keep the right hand grounded, twist open. Side plank on the right. Staying in stillness, any movement, maybe finding the bind, whatever you're choosing to do. We're gonna go through this again, so you'll have a chance to play again. Back to down dog through a vinyasa or not. I am not taking a down dog or a vinyasa. Reach the right leg up, three-legged. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Twist open. Back to center. Warrior three. Figure four. Twist. Back to figure four. Warrior three. Step back. High lunge. Ground the hands. 3-point down dog, bend and stack, no flipping. Right away, bring your foot to the top of the mat, outside of the right. Twist open. Plank, you can take that on your knee or on your foot. Anything you'd like to do in your variations, welcome to down dog. Vinyasa if you wish. Down dog, left leg high. Step forward. High lunge. Twist. High lunge. Warrior three. Figure four. Twist that figure four if you're twisting. Back to figure four. Warrior three. High lunge. Ground the hands. 3-point down dog. Bend and stack. Bring your foot forward right away. Keep the right hand planted, twist open. Side plank on the right, on the knee or on the foot. Any variations, any movement, any activity. Find your breath, find your breath. And then release to down dog or vinyasa to down dog. One more round, y'all, on your own. We've been doing this. I bet you know it. I'm not going to call it out, but I am going to do it. Please feel free to stay in any of those postures. Maybe taking it somewhere else into a back bend we haven't done, another balance, any other work you might like. We'll eventually meet in child's pose after we've done both sides. Let me just get us started by saying inhale the right leg up, and then you take it from there. And it's okay if you don't remember everything or you change it up. Or if you fall like me. finish whatever you're practicing on both sides. I know some people love a round to do on their own, some people don't. Whichever one that is for you, that's okay. That's okay. Let's take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Let's come forward into our puppy posture so we can open up a little bit into a back bend. So reaching the fingers forward, hips high, letting the forehead or chin or maybe your chest comes all the way down to the ground. Come upright enough, or maybe you need to slide backwards a little bit and thread the right arm underneath the left so that you can lie down on the outside of that right arm. I always turn my head to the left then so I can rest on my cheek. I like to really lengthen my left arm out, just like in puppy, and you might keep it there, or you might begin to reach it to the sky or binding it behind your back, whatever you feel like is best for you. You know where you're headed with that. When you're ready, unwind. Slowly make your way into that stretch on the other side. Reaching the right arm up if you did that on the other side, or binding. And then unwinding, we'll come all the way to lie down on our bellies. Now, if Cobra is really your jam, you might want to keep your hands in Cobra where they're kind of right underneath the shoulders. I'm going to slide my hands out more like a seal posture, so my hands are kind of on the outside edges of my mat and more in line with my head. And then on an inhale, press into my hands so that I can open up my spine, maybe allowing or asking my hips to really relax. Now maybe this feels fantastic to you and you're going to hang out here for about 5 breaths. Or maybe you need to come in and out instead of holding, allowing yourself to come down, find a breath or two, and then come back up. And if you've held for 5 breaths instead, you might take that once or twice while the rest of us, or some of us at least, go up and down. Sort of lost count, so I'm going to do 2 more. And then we can all come down to the ground. If you like to rest on one cheek or the other, you could do that. If you like a more neutral spine, you can stack your wrists or your hands, palms one over the other, and place your forehead on the ground to bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs. We're going to turn over for some core work. So just flip yourself right over. Take a long body stretch first. And then use the momentum to come up to seated. All right, I'm gonna face out this way a little bit so I can face you guys. I turned y'all around. Oh, better have you turn back towards me, sorry. I didn't think that through when I had you turn over like that. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna come into a boat reverse plank series. We're together. Come into your boat, whatever boat you've got here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the feet, hands come behind you, lift the hips, dropping the head is optional. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips, come back to your boat. 4, 3, 2, Jen knows what's happening. 1, come into that reverse plank. 4, 3, hips nice and high. 2, 1, drop to your boat. 3, 2, 1, reverse it. 3, 2, 1, boat. 2, 1, reverse it. 2, 1 count, 1 move 5 times. Here you go. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. One more time. 5. And release. Let's let those legs out. We got one more, but not the same thing. One more round like that. Let's come into a forward fold here first. Oh, and yeah, I felt like I had to do that after that. Big shoulder stretch for me. So allow yourself to stay in your forward fold here, just taking a few breaths. Maybe let your head nod back and forth. And then begin to come upright and with lots of control, lie all the way down on the ground. Take another long body stretch. Place your hands on the ground beside you. Set your feet for bridge. My hair's stuff in the way. Okay, here we go for bridge. We've got 5 count hold. Inhale, bring those hips high. Walk the shoulder blades under a little. Here we are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hands where they are. Drop the hips down. Knees reach and push into your chest, so it's the strength of your core and your hip flexors. Maybe your tailbone even comes off the ground. Another 4, because I was talking. 3, 2, 1. Back to bridge. Bring it high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips down. Hug it in, but no hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bridge. Inhale it up. 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Knees tight into your chest as they can go for 3, 2, 1. Bridge. 2 and 1. Down to tuck in. 2 and 1. 5 times. 1 time up and 1 time tuck. That was 1. We're not speeding though. Here's 3 for me-ish. I don't know. 2 more. And with those knees tucked in towards your chest, and give yourself a nice big hug. Use your arms now to help pull your knees in. Let yourself gently rock side to side. And then switch so that your hands are behind your thighs, and you can rock and roll to come to seated. We're going to come into a couple of held stretches, about 1 minute each. We'll see how many we can get in. Let's bring the legs wide. Use your arms as much of a prop as you need. We're folding forward. I better keep track of time here, hadn't I? Might stay on your hands, might come to the forearms. Maybe you're going to lie all the way flat. Good for you, right? So we have a 1 minute hold, which means you don't have to sink into your deepest as you get started. Instead, you can really focus on your breath, using your breath to help find release in your body. Halfway. I think there's got to be a bunch of birds in here, or maybe two. All right, use your arms to help you come upright. I'm going to bring that left leg around. We'll keep it straight and bring the right leg into that tree posture. Find a little bit of length, rotate toward the straight leg, and then fold over that straight leg. Any hand placement that you like. We've got 1 minute each side. About halfway there, I want you to think about pressing your right knee down into the ground, open that right hip up more, and also press the left knee down into the ground, making this slightly more active for those last, now we have about 20 seconds. Gently make your way out and switch to the other side, taking any little movements you need along the way. Remember to lengthen and rotate towards that straight leg before you fold over. At our halfway mark, so begin to think about pressing the left knee down and then the right knee, making it a little more active. And then gently make your way out. We're going to take a pigeon stretch, open those hips up. If you like to lie down on your belly for pigeon, you can stay here, or you can lie down on your back and come into that figure four. I always start with the right leg, but it's not really a requirement as you bring that leg into the pigeon leg. Heel in towards the hip possibly, right? That right knee should be outside of the right hip, pointed out. And then fold over and find your breath. Use your arms to help you come upright. We're going to sweep that back leg forward and take a seated spinal twist before we do the other side. So your foot could come in front of your shin or across, and then twist towards the left. We don't always hold these twists for a full minute. So really focus on your breath, which wants to sort of be shortened, right, in this twist. Thinking about a nice tall and upright spine, even more than we twist. It's okay, go that way and then that's it. No, you had it right. And then we're going to unwind and come into pigeon with the opposite leg. So for me, that's the left leg as I sweep the right leg back. And make your way into your folded pigeon. 1 minute this side, and then a twist, and then Shavasana. Begin to come upright, and as you're ready, sweep your back leg around. So if the right leg is over, we're twisting our bodies toward the right. Gently unwind, and then as you're ready, lie all the way down on the ground for Shavasana. Just allow your legs to sort of flop open if you like. I like to have my hands down at my side, but they can be anywhere you might choose. Perhaps to help you release, you can take a big full inhale and then sigh out and really allow yourself to let go of control as you exhale.